Yu-Gi-Oh is one of the most difficult trading card games to get into. With over 10,000 different cards, and so many different products to choose from, where do you even begin? Using a budget of just £30 a week, I set out to mould my own deck and climb the competitive ladder all the way to the European Championships. The challenge? All my cards have to be obtained through sealed official products. I'm not allowed to trade, I'm not allowed to buy cards individually, and instead have to rely on the cold, hard luck of the draw. You're watching Yu-Gi-Oh! From scratch. Right, so you might be thinking, episode 13 literally just came out 2 days ago. And you're not wrong, but I did promise you would be getting 2 episodes in the same week, so here we are. Just. Friday and Sunday's really cutting it close, but we made it. You also might have very recently noticed this little join button underneath my videos. What the heck is that? Well, friend, we just unlocked YouTube channel memberships, which is basically another way for you to
Give me your fucking money!
It's basically just YouTube's version of Patreon, except the cool thing is that you get one of these badges next to your name in the comments section. I think it takes like 2 years of being a member to earn the Borrowland badge, so yeah, kudos to anyone who earns that. And while we're on the topic of selling out, there's a couple of shoutouts due for supporting the channel. So big thanks going out to Raison Detra, George Rovnak, Ryan Solman, Bringback 1996, and Carter Roll. Your contributions are very much appreciated, and don't forget to link your Discord to your Patreon account. Now, in the last episode, we finally made our first build of our Dragon Link combo deck. There's lots of different areas we can improve upon, for example consistency, but the main thing we want to do is strengthen our win condition. The goal of the deck is to build a board that wins a game, and currently that board is 2 interruptions strong. With the addition of just 2 cards, we can bump that up to 3, and those 2 cards are Hope Harbinger and Romulus. As you know, Harbinger comes as a promo in the Cybernetic Horizon Special Edition, and Romulus comes as an Ultra in Rise and Rampage. The fun thing about these new sets like Rise and Rampage is the chance to pull a Prismatic Secret Rare, which, although unlikely, is still a possibility. So let's take our fresh stack of 30 and see what we can get. PS like the video, thank you! Right, so coming in at £2.50 a piece, we have 9 packs of Rise and Rampage. That equals a total of £22.50, leaving £7.50 for one Cybernetic Horizon Special Edition. Harbinger is one of 2 reprint promos, meaning a 50% chance of pulling, and we didn't get him in the last one. He's arguably more important to us than Romulus, so this is the one that counts, and oh hell yeah, we actually got him. Oh, thank god. It was a bit risky only opening 1 special edition, but I thought if we open 2 and pull it in the first one, then we've just wasted valuable money. So here he is in all his shining glory. Beautiful. And behind it we have an Eternal Galaxy, but we don't care about that. So 3 packs of Cybernetic Horizon again. We don't care about the cards in here, there's nothing we need. Secret Borrowsword would be nice, but definitely not going to happen. So, Crusadia Vanguard, Bath Salts, Contact Gate, Paladin, World Legacy Survivor for the super rare, Bellsprout. Cybernetic Overflow really needs a holo print in, just saying. It didn't even get rare in the tins, it was just reprinted as a common again, and that is just highly disrespectful. Us Cyber Dragon players deserve more, you know? Crusadia Draco's actually quite nice, I think we've pulled 1 before out of the tin. We got Maximus and Arborea in that same pack as well there, that was pretty Crusadia dominant. But yeah, Crusadia Draco could act as a nice extender, so I'll need to test it out at some point. But yeah, final pack of Saiho here. We have Memory, Duracell, Metaphys Ascension, Mommy, and another Dark Jellyfish. Cyber Dragon Veer, Bellsprout, Decoy, and Link Turret. So I think that's the last we'll ever open Cybernetic Horizon in this series. Now moving on to Rise and Rampage. With 9 packs we should get 1, maybe even 2 Ultras, so fingers crossed. We also eventually need to get an Apollousa, which comes in Rise and Rampage as well, which actually kind of reminds me of Princess Mononoke as well. Do you know who Princess Mononoke is? Let me know if you know who Princess Mononoke is. But yeah, to get her we might actually have to open Rise and Rampage quite a lot. And I just thought of another card that would be nice to have out this set, and that is the rare Tenyi Spirit Adhara. This here's quite a nice pull. It's not the Prismatic Secret Rare, but as a super rare it's very short printed. I don't actually know if we'll be able to use it. I just love the idea behind it because at roughly the same time it got released, Tempest came off the ban list. And it's not too often that a card has a significant meaning like that, and I just think that's really cool. So here we have Star Power and Dream Mirror of Joy for our super rare. I could be wrong, but I assume Star Power's referencing Guitar Hero, which was like one of the best games ever. Your boy here was an expert. But in this pack, I think we're about halfway there. We have the Monarch dude and another Dream Mirror of Joy. Really? It's a real shame Dream Mirror is kind of flopped, because as a concept, it was really cool. Hopefully they get more support at some point in the future. So pack number 5 here. We've had all supers so far. Surprising, I know, I'm supposed to have god pools, man. But we've got Sabu, Simorgh, Dream Mirror of Terror this time. You know what, screw it. Dream Mirrors from scratch, we're about halfway there already. This is pack number 6, so if we don't get an Ultra in this one, we're falling behind. So we have Ranryu, Marincess Seastar, Simorgh, this dude again, Simorgh of Darkness for our super rare. I actually tried to build Simorghs quite a while back, and it was actually quite a fun deck, especially when you can use Harpy's Featherstorm. I'm actually quite tempted to go back and tinker with them again, but I honestly just don't have the time. Yo, there we go. There's our Ultra Morpheus, the Dream Mirror Black Knight. I'm telling you, Dream Mirrors from scratch, man. It's happening. To be fair, we might actually have a core by the end of the series. But second last pack here, we have Sky Battle, that thing, Voltester, Monk. Oh, no. No, are you joking? We actually got him. 2 Ultras in a row as well, and we got Romulus. Dude, I actually can't believe that. That's stage 2 of progress completed in one video. We now have 3 interruptions. Oh my god, that's awesome. Right, well, final pack. Let's just get an Apollousa and be done with it all. I wouldn't even put it past me at this point. 3 to the front, and we have Mannequin Cat, Simorgh, David Blaine, Sabu, Ranryu, Reversible Beetle, Simorgh, Star Power, and Hypernova Burst. I don't care. We got everything we need. So, we'll go pop these in the deck, and I guess I'm going to have to show you the updated combo now. Right, so just like last time, we're starting off with Draconnet and Dragon Shrine, and the combo literally just starts off the exact same until we get to the Guardragons. All thanks to Deck Mummy, of course. When we do get to the Guardragons, there is a very slight change in the combo, which was suggested in the comments of the last video, and that was to move Pisty with World Legacy Guardragon 1 zone to the left. This means that when you activate the effect of LP, if your opponent Ghost Ogres it, the effect still goes through because you still have a zone with 2 link arrows pointing to it. It's not a huge change, but I thought it was a really good idea. But yeah, here we have LP summoning Red MD from deck, then Red MD will summon Serpent, and we will link into Saryuja as per usual. Like before, the effect from Saryuja is literally just a free plus. We don't need it for the combo, so if it gets ashed, it doesn't really matter. We do, however, now require a discard, so I guess Saryuja helps with that. So the Tracer I keep in my hand can literally be anything, it's just for the discard. But now, we're actually going to use the effect of Pisty to bring back Red MD. Red MD summons Serpent, and then we can Dragon Shrine, sending Galactic Spiral Dragon to the graveyard. So now Galactic Spiral will activate Engrave to summon itself because we have 2 or more lighter dart dragons on the field, and then we'll activate its effects to make everything level 8. Now it's no longer Dingirsu that we have to make here, we can make our new shiny boy Hope Harbinger. He's a once per turn spell card or effect negate, and during the battle phase he can redirect an attack to himself. So now we're going to link Pisty and Red MD into Romulus and activate the effect of Romulus to search for Dragon Ravine. The combo ends pretty much the same way as last time, so we're going to activate Ravine and use its effect to send Absorouter to the grave. Absorouter will search us for Tracer, and then we can summon Tracer off of Saryuja's effect. No idea why I'm shuffling the deck when we're obviously going to go back in, but yeah, we're going to link into Spheres before we lock ourselves to Dark off Tracer's effect. Then the exact same as last time, Tracer is going to target our World Legacy Guardragon to summon a level 4 from the deck, and we can Synchro into Savage. Savage equips Saryuja, and our board now is officially starting to look really quite scary. We also still have the traps in there, so you know Saryuja can dig us into more traps for even more interruptions. And just for good measure, we've also played around Mech Knights. But yeah, no changes in the main deck just yet. Maybe next episode I still have to work out a few things. But let's go see how often we can make this board. Apologies for the glare, but round 1 we are up against World Chalice, so basically Deck Mommy versus Deck Mommy. I think this might be the quickest match in the whole series because we finished in 15 minutes.
See which imp comes out on top.
Sounds so hot.
We won the die roll thankfully, and we went first. Looking at the hand, we have no immediately obvious line of play, and we're not exactly sure how far these cards are going to get us combo-wise. So it's time to improvise. World Chalice is also a going first combo deck, so I'm not worried about any interruptions. We start off by normal summoning Tracer and follow it up by special summoning White Rose Dragon. Linking these two into Romulus, we get Search for Dragon Ravine. Now the card that actually makes this hand playable is World Legacy Guardragon. By bringing back Tracer and linking into LP, we can then move it to fetch Red MD from deck. Red MD revives a dragon, and so Yugioh comes to save the day. So activating its effect, we draw into a Quick Launch, World Chalice Guardragon, Galaxy Serpent, and Draconnet. Quick Launch ensures that we're going to end on our full board, so we put back Draconnet, World Chalice Guardragon, and Galaxy Serpent. Activating Ravine, we pitch Tempest to get Galactic Spiral Dragon into the graveyard. So Yugioh summons Magnarokket from hand, which we link into Pisty to revive Red MD. We don't activate the effect of Red MD because we don't need to. Instead, we activate Galactic Spiral Dragon and make Harbinger. Linking Pisty and Yugioh into spheres, we then activate Quick Launch to summon Tracer and use Tracer's effect, pop in World Legacy Guardragon to summon Rokket Recharger from the deck. Synchro into Savage and equip Yugioh for our end board. We finally got there, but it did require our whole hand. We have no cards left. So hopefully that's enough to win the game.
Go ahead.
He starts off with an unexpected die, which I negate with Harbinger. So he follows up with a Brilliant Fusion, which we negate the activation of with Savage. Then he normal summons his own Draconnet, which is fine, the effect goes through. So he summons Crowned by the World Chalice from the deck, which I bounce with Spheres. With Deck Mommy, you can use any World Chalice monster as a tuner, even if it's not a tuner, so I had to bounce it to stop him from getting to Ib. He chains Frozen Rose to the effect, tributing Crowned to search for a Scorpio, but then shortly after scoops up his cards because there's nothing else he can do. Game 1 to us. Game 2, he's obviously going to go first and try his best to build a board, so we side in most of our hand traps. And let me tell you, our hand this game was absolutely unreal.
Wow, you're dead.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead, he says.
He starts by normal summoning a Scorpio and activating its effect, which we drop the Ash Blossom on. And bless his sweet little soul, that was the end of his turn. So we comboed off and put him out of his misery. 2-0.
Bop. 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 Easy.
Next up, we have a match against Altergeists, and let me just say in advance, I don't think I could have played any worse, like, it's actually ridiculous. So we actually win the die roll and go first, and we have the Coca-Cola Quick Launch combo. Playing all the way up to Yugioh, this is where I make a huge misplay. On the draw effect, I draw into a Tracer and a Foolish Burial. Now, instead of keeping the Foolish Burial and doing full combo, I keep the Tracer instead and put Foolish away, thinking I would still be able to get full combo. But it means I don't get to Borrowload Savage, and that kinda hurt. The reason for that is this point here. If I want to get Spiral to Grave, I need to make Romulus, but I can't link away Yugioh because I need to use Yugioh's effect to summon Tracer. And if I do make Romulus with the other monsters, I no longer have the requirements for Galactic Spiral to summon itself. So I played myself into a corner. I ended on Spheres and Harbinger, which is kinda useless against Altergeists, and they snowballed as they do. Game 2, we go first again and do Coca-Cola Quick Launch combo once again, this time ending on our actual full board plus Solemn Strike. He drops an Imperial Order, and then on our battle phase he lost wins both Savage and Harbinger, so we lose all our negates and we're going down to 1500 attack points each. This brings the game to a slow grind, but we eventually win with the Imperial Order finishing him off. Game 3, we've got a different angle here just to avoid the glare because it was quite annoying. He's going first, so he normal summons a Sulcoitus and activates Secret Village of the Spellcasters, locking me out of spells. He then sets 2 back row and it's our turn. However, in the standby phase he activates Summon Limit. That hurts a little bit, but the real issue is that I have 5 spells in my hand. I can't do anything except this. That's pretty depressing by itself. However, when I go to attack over Sulcoitus, he drops Golem Aruru. It bounces Serpent back to hand, and well, that's basically it. Our streak has been ended by Altergeists, but it was also partially because of my misplay in Game 1, but it's not the end of the world because we still had a positive impact on our record. Only 2 matches today because there hasn't been much chance to record over the holidays, there hasn't been any tournaments, but we are now 8 wins away from balancing our win-lose ratio, and it's going to be all uphill from there. So a bit of a shorter episode today compared to the last two, which I think is actually quite fair for 2 episodes in the 1 week because they do take a lot of time to make. Although technically you could say it's been 3 episodes in a week because last Sunday was episode 12's upload date. I've been working really hard, man, but it's so worth it when you finally get to upload. Last episode, for example, you guys are just crazy. Over 1,200 comments is actually insane. But yeah, in terms of the deck, I really didn't expect us to get Romulus so easily, so we're a bit further ahead than I've kind of planned. Moving forward, the next stage of progress is Striker Dragon and Apollousa, but I'm thinking it might be a good idea to get our hands on an Amorphage monster like Amorphage Sloth. With our board now having a Harbinger which redirects attacks, the opponent's going to struggle to get over a Sloth summoned off of spheres because they can't just attack over it now. So I'm going to let you make that decision. Should we try and open Mystic Fighters for a Sloth, or should we just go full steam ahead on Chaos Impact trying to get Striker Dragon? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Quite a few people have been getting notifications but noticed they weren't actually subscribed. So yeah, with all that being said, I will see you next Thursday.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace to